Hey guys, it's Dan from Squid Gaming, and this is my first impressions of the single-player portion of Aliens Colonial Marines. Now, I've played the campaign for about 3 hours, and apparently that's over halfway, which I find ridiculous if that's true. But I've got pretty negative things to say about this single player. I won't spend too much time on it. Doesn't really deserve that much time, to be honest. It's quite disappointing for Gearbox and Sega and the Aliens franchise in general. I've been reading about the fact that Gearbox actually had very little input in this game, but their name has been splashed over everything. Because if you read about this game, it's been in development for a very long time, and that's why everyone was really looking forward to it. But yeah, apparently there was a smaller company which actually developed most of the game, and Gearbox had very little to no input in the gameplay. I mean, that does not surprise me because it does not feel like this game was made by the people who made Borderlands, and I think everyone who's played this game agrees with me on that. Just in general, it's supposed to be an immersive, intense, entertaining experience. It's not at all. You get maybe some intense moments with the aliens. I mean, the lighting is done really well in this game. Though you can see them, then you can't, and you're in the corner, and you're like, oh crap. 30 seconds, but always something takes you out of it. Some problem with the game takes you out of that tension-filled situation, and it's really annoying because you're like, that could have been if this was like that for the entire game, it would be awesome. But there's always things that bring it down, like repetitive gameplay. The welding is so repetitive. Tips come up in the middle of combat, which is just stupid. Like, what were they thinking when they sat down? It's like, you know what? We should put the tips as soon as you go through the door and aliens come at you. We should bring up a tip, because it doesn't pause the game or anything. It just brings up the tip, and you gotta press OK while they're mauling at your face. So I mean, I don't know what they were thinking when they did that, but the AI is really bad with the humans when you're fighting the humans, and they don't really mix up the gameplay at all. They try to. I mean, they have guys which take a few more bullets. They have like things on their back and a different gun, so you can sort of recognize them, but they're not really too easy to recognize. They don't look any cooler than the other guys you're fighting, but they take a few more bullets to take down. And when I say a few more bullets, I actually mean like a few more bullets. And when the normal Marines that you're fighting, I don't know what they are actually, I think they're just other Marines, but they only take a few shots as well, so it's really not difficult to take anyone down in this game. And then they put in some turrets which you can only deactivate from behind, so you just look around for a bit and you see a door to the side, which is really easy to spot, and you just go through that door and it usually takes you to the room behind the turret, and you just press E. You don't do a cool animation where you rip out some wires or kill a guy inside or anything. No, you just press E and it deactivates the turret. So I mean, that's the extent of the gameplay variety. So I mean, it's most of the time it's repetitive, it's boring, it's just really poor, and there's nothing in this game which makes you think I should play this over something else. And that's really annoying because everyone likes Aliens, everyone likes the movies, everyone likes Gearbox, everyone likes Sega, and it's just annoying that this combination has turned into this horrible experience because it's not fun to play. The only other thing I can say is alright is actually the environments, and it's funny because the main problem everyone had with this game before it even came out was the graphics, and that is the only thing I actually like about this game, is the lighting and the graphics. Just the way it looks. You go into a room, and you can probably see in the gameplay. I'm going to try and get some really nice footage in the background here. I'll try and put some of the best footage that I found, that I played through already. But yeah, sometimes you just walk in a room and it just looks like a room in a spaceship. Like, it looks like if there was a spaceship in that time and all that was real, that would be what the room would look like. I mean, they got that pretty spot on. I mean, the graphics couldn't really be any better. I mean, if a piece of metal has like a little bit of detail and a little bit of lines to it, then a piece of metal has a bit of detail, a few lines to it. Like, it doesn't have to have like incredible textures. And when textures are needed, they are actually there. Like in the Aliens, they actually look really detailed. So graphically, that's probably the best thing about the game, in my opinion. The gameplay, again, yes, sloppy. But I'd say in one word, the game is sloppy. The game is not it doesn't feel polished, and it had no love or passion put into it, or whatever they've been saying, because that is what they've been saying. They're saying like, we put our heart and soul into this game. No, they haven't. For a AAA 2013 February release, not recommended. I do not recommend playing this game. I recommend giving it a go, playing it, but do not buy this game. It is not worth the money. So yeah, hopefully that is helpful to you, and you enjoyed maybe watching some gameplay. And it's very difficult to form an opinion while watching gameplay, because the game actually feels very different from the way it looks as well. And I also read that they were very tricky, and they actually made a demo version, which isn't even in the game, to show to like IGN and things like that, which was 10 times better than the actual game. And they actually just made the game a lot worse, because I mean, if they did that, that's an absolute disgrace. But this does not surprise me once again. I mean, game companies are being sneakier and sneakier these days, and ever since the War Z, I've been very conscious of the fact that game developers are, quite frankly, evil at times. So everyone look out for this game and have a look and see how it's doing, because it's getting absolutely slammed. But as these are first impressions videos and I'm not doing a review, I won't give it a score, but I will say I don't recommend it. I don't think that, even if you are an Aliens fan, I'm an Aliens fan. I mean, I'm not a fan, but I like the Alien franchise, so I didn't enjoy the game. I don't think you will either, but I might be wrong, and I don't think it's wrong for you to enjoy the game. I don't think you're stupid, but it's unlikely. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.